Welcome to the verse.
What is up, guys? Welcome to the Verse Crypto Channel, the most savage, degenerate crypto channel out there. My name's Chaos Chris, and I'll be your host today. If we're up this video, smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, and turn on bell notifications so we keep you guys up to date with the latest, greatest news and information in this space. With that being said, let's hop right in this video. As always, we got another banger of a video today. We're going to be talking about a really cool project. The name of this project is Winwin Finance. Winwin Finance will be launching on our favorite layer 1 blockchain, the Pulsechain. And so today what we're going to do is break down what this project is, give you guys the meat and the cheese, and let you guys know our overall thoughts on whether or not this is going to be a sustainable project with the upcoming Pulsechain launch. Keep in mind, I'm not a financial advisor. This video is for entertainment and education purposes only. So enough talking. Let's take a little look at Ruski. So if you guys want to check out winwin.finance, you can type it up in the URL. You can also check it down below in the description. Basically, the best way to really summarize this project is it's basically like a savings account where you can just earn yield on crypto. It's that simple. Right now, a lot of bank accounts, they're suffering from inflation. If you keep a lot of money locked up in your bank account, your check-ins, your savings account, you're actually losing money over time because the value of that dollar decreases. Well, what Winwin Finance is doing is they're trying to find a really creative way where you can take that money from your bank account, put into DeFi, and over time, that crypto that you convert your money from is going to increase in value and allow you to have basically a DeFi savings account, which is absolutely bananas. And as you guys know, I love treasuries, I love savings, I love store value, because I firmly believe this is the best way to help out people that are struggling and also secure their financial future. So just taking a look at this overall website. It's a pretty cool website. Gives you like that, that Bahamas Hawaiian theme. They have a really cool marketing scheme here. They're really emphasizing it's a savings account. You can earn prizes. There's no admin, no keys. It's a community-driven project and whatnot. And then they're only going to be launching on the Pulsechain exclusively. So this is going to add some really cool value to the Pulsechain and also give a really creative project some time in a space that's constantly developing. So if you guys come up here, they have a Telegram, and then their knowledge base is basically their white paper. So you click that over here. We come over here to the white paper, and I'll briefly go through this. I don't want to go through every single section because a lot of this stuff is pretty straightforward and to the point, but I really want to point out the big parts of this project. So kind of starting off, Winwin is an exciting new DeFi savings protocol under development for Pulsechain. So DeFi savings, that's actually something that it's like a space that hasn't been developed yet. Nobody has really dove into creating a savings account. The best store of value type of tokens are certificate deposits, and Hex is like the king, and then Drip is kind of like the queen, and then you have all these copycats of those projects that haven't really done well. Well, Winwin Finance is actually doing a very different approach where they're doing kind of like a reflection token, but they're adding some really cool utility behind it. And so we'll talk about that a little bit later on in the video. So kind of just moving down, if you go over here to definitions, there's a great outline of every single thing you need to know. They're like APY burn, and I've covered this in multiple videos, and it's not too difficult to understand. Now, the one thing I will say is the native token of this project is WIN, so it's WIN, and then there's yield, and yield is a very important term that you want to understand, especially for this project. And so basically what yield is when you store a token over time, it gains value. And what a lot of DeFi protocols like to do is, like, for example, if someone were to sell, they take a percentage of that sell and distribute it to all the token holders, or if they stake it and they end that stake immediately, then they take a percentage of the rewards you earn that stake and redistribute it to token holders. So the idea of yield is basically you own the crypto or you stake it in some sort of functionality. And for just holding it and not touching it, you're going to earn more tokens. That's the idea behind yield. And that's kind of like the watered down version. So everyone viewing this video, I know you guys are intelligent, but I want to really emphasize what yield is. Now, coming over to the next section, yield, which is basically the main utility behind this token. So when stakers earn yield according to a defined reward schedule that decreases over time, this benefits early adopters and also ensures stakers always receive yield. So basically the idea is the sooner you get into it, the better off you're going to be. And that's what they're trying to say. And so if you buy this token right at launch, then there's a good chance that if it blows up, you're gonna make some awesome money. If you wait till it becomes mainstream, then there's a good chance that you're not gonna earn as much money, but you're not gonna get the same return as if you start in the beginning. So staked WIN tokens compound automatically. I love that. So PancakeSwap was the first one to do the reinvestment compound in their staking, or their Sarah pools now is what they call it. And basically what Winwin did was they took that same component, added it to this project because it was so popular and people just don't want to go and check on it every single day. They just wanted to automatically do its thing and automatically earn some juicy passive income. So variable yields. So this is where things get kind of interesting. So the WIN token is released based on a defined schedule and distributed to all stakers proportioned to their size in the staking pool. The yield varies according to the total amount of WIN staked. When less WIN is staked, individual stakers earn a higher daily yield. When more WIN is staked, individual stakers earn a lower daily yield. And so to kind of break that down, they have an example, but I think the simple way to put it is when you do a hex stake, you have the price of a T share. And the more people that stake, the higher the price of the T share goes. The less people that stake, the lower the price of the T share goes. And so the idea is if there's more and more people staking, then you have to share that yield that the staking protocol earns over time. If there's less and less people staking, then there's less and less people yet to earn that yield. And so the yield is going to be set for every single day. It's going to vary to reduce inflation and make sure that the price isn't destroyed by inflation. And also to make sure that it has a store value functionality similar to Hex and Drip. So there's other assets that you get from just straight up staking. So 60% to prize draws for asset stakers, 30% is base yield. So basically there's going to be, of the tokens, 30% is going to go straight to stakers, regardless of whether or not you're going to get into these prize draws. And the prize draws are random for every single person. They have a fair distribution system so that not one person benefits over the other. 60% to WIN stakers for prize draws, 3% to WIN stakers as base yield, and 1% to an address with no expectations how it may be used, but could hypothetically swap the yield assets for WIN, then burn it, aka buy and burn. So basically, there's a good chance they're going to burn those tokens, but they can also use it for other stuff. So that's kind of like the idea. So bonus yield and prizes for WIN stakers. WIN stakers benefit from the staking of other assets via Winwin. They earn an additional base yield of 3% in any other asset class, which is shared proportionally. Prize pools are comprised of 6% of the total yield generated. If a mint pool is created and utilized, WIN stakers would earn Pulse. If a USD pool was created and utilized, WIN stakers would earn loan. If a loan pool is created and utilized, WIN stakers would earn USDL. So what we're kind of getting across here is this project, it has a store value component where you lock your tokens up and you just start earning yield. Now, also there's going to be, pools created for mint, where you can just pair up your mint token with the WIN token, same with the USDL and the loan token or whatnot. And so there's going to be trading fees on that go straight to the pool. whether it's on like Pulsechain or another decentralized exchange. And basically, when those tokens are paid out, they're going to take those tokens and pay it out to all the Winwin token holders or the Win token holders. So the idea is they're actually kind of forming a treasury, but they don't really say it. And there's got to be a little bit more detail behind this. But if what they're claiming is implemented, this could be huge. This could be basically an investment in all Pulsechain projects by owning this own token. And there's other projects that do the same exact approach. And they're also using like a really cool creative way to build a community and keep people engaged. So it's a win-win, literally and figuratively. So how do these prize pools work? So basically, you can stake win. So basically you get your base yield and then you get a chance to win other popular Pulsechain assets. Staking other assets, you earn base yield and respected to your staking reward provides a chance to win big prizes in these same staking rewards. And so how it's broken down is one staker is going to get 60% of the prize pool. 5 stakers will get 10% of the prize pool. Third place will be 5% of stakers win 10% of the prize pool. 10% of stakers will win 10% of the prize pool, and then 15% of the stakers win 10% of the prize pool. And so basically, these prizes that are going to be paid out to everyone, 33% goes to a monthly prize pool. Then there's a quarterly prize pool, and then there's a big kahuna, which is the yearly prize pool. So they're doing these like prize pools to keep people engaged and interested. And basically, you have like they're saying right here that there's only one prize winner per draw, but roughly 1 in 3 users will win a prize every day. So basically, if you do the math and you kind of break that down, you have a 33% chance of getting something every single day, whether it's a monthly, a quarterly, or yearly prize. And then you also get, yield on top of what you already have. So regardless, you're going to get something every single day. And the longer you're in this project, you might get lucky and hit the monthly, quarterly, or yearly prize pool. So that's kind of like the idea of it. And that's also incentivizing more and more people to jump into this project. So how winners selected? A randomizers will select lucky winners based on probability determined by the percentage of tokens in the staking pool and the time they have been staked for. So basically, the idea is the more tokens you have, the higher chance you have in winning. And with something like this, it's going to be very tailored to whales, but also because they have so many prizes every single day, it still gives like small wallet holders the chance to get into it. So this is like one thing I'm kind of on the line and on the edge about, because you definitely want to incentivize more people to buy tokens. But also, if you buy more tokens, then there's a good chance that you're going to hit those prize pools a lot more than anyone else. But then again, DeFi isn't necessarily fair. It's all a game, and you just got to play the game. So awesome. So coming down to fairness, they basically set it up so that the pools are fair. There's a time weighted advantage. So if you're staked longer into these pools, it's going to go into a formula to determine that percentage. And it's also in combination with the size of the stake pool you have. So they do this really cool formula so that if you've been on the project day one, your chances of winning go up and up and up. I'll let you guys kind of check out this time weighted advantage. I'm not going to get into this. I don't want to turn this into a very long video. So the Winwin protocol uses the native token Win and other Pulsechain assets. Win will have a fixed total token supply, and this will be set prior to launch. Win token will also be purchased on the open market once Win protocol has been launched. So token supply is fixed, which is great. There's a good chance that they're going to burn some of that, so it's going to become a deflationary token. You don't have to worry about inflation whatsoever. If we come down here to the audits, they are going to be doing an audit. I have not seen one yet, but keep in mind that you don't have to jump in this project. I'll wait for an audit. And, once the project gets launched, then you can wait to see what happens to the price and then decide to hop in on there. All these projects I cover, it's just me talking about cool stuff happening on the Pulsechain. When it comes to strategies and whatnot, I always encourage everyone to just sit back and watch and let things play out and see how things go, because some of these projects that are launching on Pulsechain in the beginning might turn into some scams. It has happened before, so please tread carefully. And then they have a bunch of frequently asked questions. I'm not gonna really go into every single thing, but the one thing I will say is the team, so the team is not docs, they're community members, but they're planning on doxing the team into the future. There's a fixed whole supply, there's no admin keys. There's going to be a sacrifice, but I do not cover sacrifices on this channel. And then, yes, there's going to be a project. I mean, yes, there is going to be an audit of the project. So coming back here, overall, Winwin is a very cool project. You know, they have a lot of really cool components. Basically, you own a token, you earn reflections on top of that. You can be entered into the prize pools, and then it's going to be also used to invest in other assets on the Pulsechain community. So I'm very bullish on this project if they're able to implement what they say they're going to implement. Now, some downsides of this project I do not like. The team's not docs. You always want the team to be docs in case they go and try to do some shady stuff. This has happened time and time before in DeFi, and it's going to really push, you know, a lot of governmental agencies to take action, especially when it comes to promoting a new crypto project. Also, they haven't been audited yet, and the Pulsechain launch is right around the corner, and they're planning on doing a sacrifice. And I don't like it when projects do a sacrifice before their audit. So I really hope they audit their code right away. And then also, the other thing I have a question about is they talk about staking rewards, right? Where you put your tokens in, and then you start earning yield on these tokens. Now, the one thing that I was very confused on in my research is it's saying that the supply is fixed, but also they're going to have these massive yield rewards on the token. So I'm not really sure how they're going to implement these yield payouts without having the token become inflationary. Or maybe they have a fixed supply where they have a small amount of people, like 10% of the supply distributed, and then they have that 90% paid out over a certain time period, and maybe they add like some sort of a reflection utility behind it. I'm not really sure. They didn't really go into a lot of detail about that. So that is my main concern. But also they need to put out a little bit more information on this project so we get a clear picture. So overall, I think it's a great project. I'm very bullish if they can implement half the stuff they say. But also, I want these questions to be answered. I want the team docs. I want to have a KYC, and then I want them to explain the inflationary and deflationary mechanisms a little bit more. So before I wrap this video, comment down below. Let me know what you guys think about Winwin Finance. Is it a project you're interested, or do you think you're going to pass on it? And before I wrap this video up, smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, and turn on bell notifications so we keep you guys up to date with the latest, greatest news and information in the space. My name's Chaos Chris. I love every single one of you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.